A shift from a focus on me to something bigger. Because while it's perfectly fair to ask, what's in it for me? Finding the answer comes from asking, what's in it for we? At TCF Bank, our purpose lies in answering that question, in giving every me the financial strength to make us all a stronger we.
Honestly, I love Life Leaders for a few different reasons, but probably the main one is what we like to say. They help us just reach into who we already are, that potential pull out, those skills that is already in us.
But being in this program just opened my eyes to more things than you can imagine. Like,
it's not about who's right, it's about what is right.
I can write my college essay and feel like it's at least twice as good as it would be if I was in life.
And you have the opportunity to share or educate or, introduce yourself in a new way.
Everybody here, if you're on here, it means you've got an element of leadership in you. You've got something inside you that wants to make things better.
The responsibility that we have as leaders is to ensure that as our communities have the opportunity to grow and prosper, we make sure that all of us can see ourselves in that future.
Because you are more than equipped for your next step, but you also carry something that your diploma will not state, and that is a sense of resilience.
But at Life, we aren't just working for the time being. We are being shaped for our future in the real world, and Life helps tremendously with that. No doesn't mean stop, it means pivot.
So what if you fail? And what's the worst that can happen? You failed, and then you learn, and then you get up and you go again.
I'd also say challenge yourself. You're growing up in a home, you're growing up in a community with one view, but how do you expand that?
Life has a great way of helping us along our adolescent years to actually grow on those skills that we need.
As I stayed in the program, I realized that the people here really want you to succeed.
I really like this program.
Look at us living life. Okay, welcome everybody. The truth of the matter is, it's a brave new world all the time, every day. And we are excited that you are here with us tonight. So every one of you, thank you so much for joining us. We are here this evening to celebrate life and Detroit and living life in Detroit. We love that so many of you have joined us tonight to celebrate leadership in this city, generations coming together to learn and work and play and lead together. Life Leaders is a 501c3 Detroit-based leadership and career development program designed for youth ages 14 through 24. With Detroit as our classroom, Life's experiential curriculum teaches interpersonal and professional skills through field trips, roundtable discussions, and workshops with Detroit leaders, and working in the community to position Detroit's emerging adults to be leaders in their community. Providing wages for our students, Life programs allow students to focus on school and family responsibilities while receiving training for their futures as their job. Our ambition: stop opportunity from being a privilege. And life's trajectory of our students' lives, it changes them. And tonight you can be a part of that change. Our youth voice is essential, and our students work hard to broaden their wisdom and mature into having a seat at the table. Tonight celebrates this, along with Detroit's commitment to the intergenerational collaboration that is an essential component of Detroit's powerful determination to succeed. Detroit has proven to our students at Life Leaders over and over again their embrace and inclusion of the youth voice. At Life Leaders, Inc., our mission is empowering youth to empower their future. Our work opens on-ramps to opportunity through experiential training in interpersonal and business skills that launch the confidence to know anything is possible. Anything can happen. And with the strength of character, integrity, and the courage to figure it out, you can make anything possible. We do a lot of work around public speaking, building resumes, writing professional emails, and making professional phone calls, learning about skilled workforce training and job opportunities, financial independence skills, like creating a budget for yourself. Oh yeah, I can afford that phone. And getting the career that you want. Confidence is what you get from our program. Students work to build professional workspace skills that we call the Big 10. They are verbal and nonverbal communication, professional etiquette, collaboration, critical thinking, leadership, public presentation, financial literacy, remote work skills, community engagement. And for those keeping score at home, that was only 9. But those 9 skills come together to bolster the 10th and final skill, confidence. We have got a great lineup for you this evening. We'll be bringing on a couple of our life leaders with Mayor Mike Duggan and Senator Debbie Stabenow in just a few minutes for our fireside chat between today's leaders and tomorrow's. We'll also be running Life's donation and auction drives live tonight. You've got plenty of chances to either directly donate to Life by texting the word leader to the number you see on your screen, or joining our fabulous auction drive through Charity Buzz. Just scan the QR code that you see on the bottom of your screen with your phone, and you can bid on some fantastic items going to a great cause. All right, we need to give a quick shout out to our sponsors and partners. We would not be here without you. So let's do it with a little beat. Why not? Because for those of you who don't know, my name is Anthony Viniziali, and we had a whole lot of information to get through about tonight. And I am one of the founders and creators of Freestyle Love Supreme. We were lucky enough to get to do a Broadway run in 2019. And I created that show with Lin-Manuel Miranda and Thomas Kail. I also have a company called Speechless, and then we just started up the Freestyle Love Supreme Academy, which we'll be telling you more about a little bit later. But the strategic partners and sponsors that brought us here tonight are Strategic Staffing Solutions. Yes, not to be outdone by mayor. That is M-E-I-J-E-R, but pronounced like mayor. How bizarre. Let's talk about TCF Bank. All right, yes, thanks. Also, Imagine Entertainment. All right, yeah, gonna get in the brain then. Think about the next one up. It's Deloitte Consulting. You fill my cup. Born and raised Detroit. Also born and raised Detroit Bard. Yes, ha, 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 ha. And life's hard, but now we're gonna do some additional supporters. They include GDYT, Grow Detroit's Young Talent C, and also United Way, DTE, Mike Ilitch School of Business at Wayne State University, Amy Peterson, Antonio Luck, and the Congregation. And 313 presents, finally, San Morello and Shinola Hotel. You make watches and comfy beds. There are, of course, many other supporters, all of you, for example, who have been helping us all year long. And now I would like to pass it over and introduce, to hear from our co-founder and president of Life Leaders. Please welcome to the screen, Amy Niederlander.
Hey, Anthony, thank you. That was really great. I love hearing you speak and what you have to say, especially when you're talking about our kids in Detroit. It's great having a partnership with you and Freestyle Love Supreme. As Anthony mentioned, I'm Amy Niederlander, co-founder along with Michaela Murphy of Life Leaders, Inc. And I want to thank you for joining us tonight and your support and collaboration. We need you. Our program wouldn't be our program without you, because life is a program about collaboration and community. Since March, we have pivoted to be fully virtual with our curriculum and events. Here we are. We're reaching more youth and leaders than ever, bringing youth right into conversations with Detroit leadership. The youth voice is an important part of all of this. And as you'll see, excuse me, we've now expanded our relationships to be not only national, but international, which is pretty cool. The power of the internet, right? It's great. And what makes this also worthwhile to me are the little moments. And I'll tell you about one or two of them. You know, getting an email from a young woman saying, will you help me find my voice? People think I'm dumb. I'm not dumb, I'm quiet. And a couple of years later, she has her own business and she's a leader and she is outspoken. Trust me, she is not at a loss for words, and we're really proud of her. And as Anthony mentioned, those professional emails, those professional phone calls that the students make, when they get responses, when they get emails back and people pick up their phone call, to see the joy and their expressions just in their faces as it's happening, and afterwards going, oh my God, I can do it and I can do it well. It's pretty cool. Since 2016, we've grown from 7 students in a 6-day program to now being a year-round program with 2 after-school clubs, and impacting hundreds of students and youth across Detroit. Students now, based on their skills and their training, they're hosting peer-to-peer workshops in public speaking. They're writing marketing plans, business plans, hosting Instagram live series about current events with Detroit leaders. And now our annual Detroit Youth Summit Conference, where hundreds of youth and leaders just over the last couple of years come together to talk about Detroit's growth and opportunity through the lens of current events, education, skilled workforce training, careers, job, and as Anthony shared with you, building confidence. If this has touched you in any way, we really appreciate you going online and donating, going to Charity Buzz, bidding on some of our amazing items that many of you helped us procure. There's a great variety of things. And with that, I want to thank you again for joining us and introduce you to our team in Detroit, Luna Alexander, Aaliyah Davidson, and Victoria Weatherspoon. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed the evening.
Hello. Thank you so much, Amy. I really appreciate that amazing intro and all of the hard work and dedication and commitment that has come from yourself as one of the main leaders and the founder of Life Leaders, Inc., one of the first. So hello, everybody. My name is Luna Alexander. I am the Director of Programming here with Life. It's incredible to see the support for our program, and I just want to take a moment to thank you all for joining us this evening and acknowledging that our young people always come first, that it's their voices we will always continue to provide a stage for, and their leadership that will continue to drive our future. Our programs, Excellence Corps and Youth Summit, help our emerging adults explore their age of activism, that critical time between the ages of 14 and 24, where students really activate their passions, their drives, their ideas, their values, and their commitment to their community and to themselves. This time is here and now for us to meet our young people with good faith, supporting our future together. So I want to thank you again personally from our staff, from our students, for making that commitment and taking that pride in our young people as they claim their own seats at the table. It is truly a privilege every day I get to support these bright young humans. So thank you again to our incredible staff for doing the same every day. And thanks to all of you for making it happen. And now I'd love to turn it over to Aaliyah.
Still muted. Got it. Technology, huh? I want to thank you, Luna, for that introduction. My name is Aaliyah Davidson, and I'm a development associate here at Life Leaders, handling grants, fundraising, and data. I've been here for almost a year, and something that I've noticed about Life is that we are an example of how experiential learning is the future of youth development and education. It works. Our students at Life, they take the skills that they learn here, like public presentation, professionalism, critical thinking, leadership, and they apply them to hands-on opportunities to affect positive change right here in their Detroit community. This learning model allows our students to feel confident in themselves and their skills and become more grounded in their Detroit communities and the neighborhoods they come from. So I want to thank you all for your contributions and for being here with us, because you all make this opportunity possible for us to offer this educational opportunity to Detroit students, as well as the Life Leaders students we serve. So thank you. And I'm going to pass it over to Victoria Weatherspoon to talk about her role as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Victoria Weatherspoon, and I am the content manager, social media liaison, and an instructor here with Life Leaders Inc. I am beyond honored to be here today with these incredible leaders. We get the chance every day to make a difference in young adults' lives, and these young adults get the chance to do the same for their peers. And it's humbling and exciting and eye-opening and inspiring and so many more adjectives that we just don't have time for today. I am so grateful to be able to see these student leaders grow week after week, year after year into strong, independent, forward-thinking adults. And I couldn't be more grateful to be here. Your contributions tonight and over the next week will help us continue the work that we're doing as a team. And it will help us on our next venture to develop the network. Now, the network is a system of communication through multiple platforms that will be used to reach out to youth and create and nurture connections between the leaders of today and the leaders of tomorrow. With you, thanks to you, because of you, we will be able to begin building an important part of the future of our organization. So I thank you. And now I pass it back to Anthony to continue this wonderful fundraising celebration.
Thank you so very, very much. What an amazing team. Thank you. I know how hard the three of you work and how amazing the outreach is. So Victoria, thanks for the passing over. And now it is really time for us to get to the main event. Yeah. But first I want to say that there are these links, right, that are at the bottom of your screen. And one way that you can help be a part of this vision that you just heard is to text the word leader to the number that you see, 707070, or 3 septuagenarians, as I like to call it. And you can see right up here that ticker that we're getting closer and closer to our goal all the time. So when you text leader to 707070, 3 septuagenarians, and put some pledge in there, we'll start seeing that ticker go up. Now's the time. Let's get that ticker going. All right, with that said, we have so many things to talk about. There is going to be, of these donations that you'll be pouring in. There's also some charity buzz coming up where you can, put in a bid on some great items. But know that all this money, it's going towards these amazing things, right? Supplies for our students, virtual learning essentials like computers and internet boosters, student wages. Students get paid to participate in our programs so they can focus on school and building their futures with professional training to supplement their work. Life's Opportunity Network. It's a media content to connect Detroit's youth with the city's opportunities in education, skilled workforce training, jobs, networking opportunities, and more. Field trips. Detroit is our classroom. Our Life Leaders Detroit Historical Museum Narrative Project, where students learn the history of Detroit from interviewing their elders, neighbors, and community members. PPE, that is also in need. Personal protective equipment for when we're able to meet in person. Please soon. Student projects, including a youth workshop series connecting student leaders with their peers in school to help with mentorship, tutoring, and connection. And you can do that by texting 707070, the word leader, and then making a pledge. All right. With that said, here's the main event, y'all. Here's what most of us came for, me included. We are incredibly lucky to have Mayor Mike Duggan. We are incredibly lucky to have Senator Debbie Stabenow, the great singing talent. Not many people know that the cabaret voice of Debbie Stabenow could bring a house down. Also, we're going to have some of our youth, our amazing life leaders. We have Leslie Romero Rodriguez and also Wisdom Andino. So I would love to have all four of you please come into this chat and let's have a fireside digital chat.
We are here for it. Yes. So, okay. I just want to again thank you so much for everything, for being here. We know that you both are juggling a lot right now, especially with the upcoming presidential elections. By the way, for our audience, please make sure to have your way to make your voice count and vote. It's very important. Also, if you have any questions that you would like to get answered tonight, do not be afraid to drop them down in the chat box. Now, on to the next question for you two. I would like to know more about why did you decide to go into politics? What was your running drive? How did you start? Get into that position?
Well, you know, I never actually planned on doing that, but I grew up in actually a small town in Michigan, and my family was very active in the church and in school. And, you know, I was really brought up something that, you know, that you're concerned about, you should do something about it, not just complain about it. And so that's it was kind of the way I grew up. But when I was in college at Michigan State, I got involved with a women's group that focused on healthcare. And the County Board of Commissioners was considering closing the medical care facility, which at the time was the only nursing home that took low-income seniors. And I grew up with a mom who was director of nursing at the hospital. In the town I grew up, I did healthcare my whole life. But I was very upset that they were trying to close the nursing home. And so I ended up, one thing led to another, and I ended up getting involved in leading the effort to save the nursing home. And it turned out the county commissioner that was trying to close it was the county commissioner from my district. And so everybody said to me, you should run against him. I don't know anything about politics, but I was very mad at it and decided that, well, maybe I would. And so I didn't know a whole lot about it, but I went out and knocked on doors and talked to people and talked to them about what I thought was important for the neighborhoods and the community. And one thing led to another, and I ended up beating him. And I should tell you, I was 24 at the time, and he called me that young broad, and the young broad beat him. So there. So I got involved because of an issue.
That's amazing to hear. Crazy. Wow. That is great. You went ahead and made direct change. What was important to you, you went and fought for it. I love that. And now you are who you are today. That is beautiful. What about you, Mayor Mike Duggan? How did you get into politics?
Well, I was 7 years old, and my father ran for district judge, and I went door to door on Saturdays campaigning and passing out literature for him, for which I would get 2 hamburgers and an order of fries at the end of the day. And my father was endorsed by all the legal authorities as the highest qualified. And then when the results came in, he got clobbered by somebody who was better known for having run for city council. And so I got a lesson at an early age that the most qualified person didn't win, but the person who ran the best campaign did. And so from then on, I got to work running campaigns, and I've had a chance to help Debbie Stabenow a few times in her campaigns, but I found it's really easy when you have a great candidate.
Oh, definitely. Oh, that's beautiful. We have the connection team. I love it. Okay. So on to the next question. I'm gonna pass it on to Leslie.
Hi, that's amazing. I love your guys' connection and how you got to be mayor and senator. So, this question is for Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, what is the hardest thing about your job?
Just the time. So last couple days, we started out at 6 in the morning, and I'm still going now. But let's see, today we got to pass a proposal through council that Amazon is going to build a huge distribution center and hire 1,200 people at the state fairgrounds. And then I went from that to spend time with the next First Lady, Jill Biden. She toured an area of Detroit where people are taking vacant land and turning it into gardens and feeding hundreds of people. And then I get to come home and talk to the next generation of talent. So there's not enough hours in the day to talk to everybody we want to talk to. So the hardest part about the job is the hours, but really the best part is the people you get to meet during those hours.
Amazing answer. Thank you. Wonderful. So now we're going to move on with wisdom.
Yes, we can pass it on, but I love that. Like, yes, it's not too many. Yes, there's cons, but the pros always outweigh. That is amazing to hear. Senator Stabenow, I would want to know, what do you mostly get involved with? Like, I know you must have so many interests, and you started with one. What do you feel like you're most involved in at the moment?
What am I most involved in?
Yes, and what do you really
there's so many things I care about for you, for our families in Michigan, and so much going on right now. But I have to say the biggest focus for me, in a little different way right now, but it remains my biggest focus, and that is healthcare. And right now, because of COVID-19, there's so much that we need to do together to understand how to get our arms around this virus and have the rapid testing and the protective equipment and everything we need, and eventually a vaccine for the virus, so that we can all get back to our lives. And this has been so disruptive and scary, and we've lost too many lives in Michigan, too many lives in the country, but about 7,000 moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas and friends and loved ones in Michigan. And so I am very, very focused on what we need to do to manage this, get our arms around it, be able to get through it, and keep as many people safe as we can. And in addition to that, how do we make healthcare better? We make it more available and affordable for people. And the other piece of that is healthcare that I care deeply about, spent my whole life focusing on, is mental health and substance abuse services, what we call behavioral health, because I believe that healthcare above the neck be treated the same way as healthcare below the neck. And so and that's part of COVID too, because it's so hard for people to get the care they need. Us that folks are going through. So being able to provide those kinds of services are also very important. So my life's work in one way or another, it started with healthcare, and it has continued in some way about access to healthcare, because I believe it's a right, not a privilege in our country, and we never know what's going to happen. And whether it's ourselves or people we love, we want to make sure that the healthcare is available. So that no matter what I'm working on, I always somehow come back to focusing on healthcare because it's so important.
Yes, yes. Safety should definitely be our number one priority, especially during this time. And I love what you said about mental health because we go to the doctor. Actually, I learned this quote within the Life Leaders program. We go to the doctor for everything else. If we broke a bone or we're really sick, well, what about our mental health? What if we're not feeling good and where we are emotionally? We need to get checked out for things in that nature. It doesn't even necessarily have to mean we are quote unquote insane, but just in general, we are taking care of ourselves and making sure that we don't lead to that point of mental insanity. So yes, thank you so much for caring about those causes. Yes.
Well, thank you for caring, Leonard. That's really important. I find it amazing that you really care. Mr. Mayor, what is your favorite restaurant?
Well, my favorite restaurant is the Jolly Pumpkin in Midtown, which is kind of a stand-up pizza restaurant. But the reason is because of the memory. I got to be friends with President Obama, and his last year, the last time he came to Detroit, they called and they said they wanted me to come out and meet him at the airport. And so I met him at the airport, and he drove me in the Beast. You've seen the president get into that big bulletproof vehicle. They call it the Beast. So President Obama and I rode in the Beast, and he said, I'm going to take you to lunch. And they won't tell you ahead of time because Secret Service won't tell you where you're going. I said, where are we going? And he said, the Jolly Pumpkin. And I don't know how he picked it, but President Obama and I went to the Jolly Pumpkin. We stood in line and ordered with everybody else, and he bought my pizza. And he and I sat on a bench in the middle of the restaurant, and everybody took pictures that the mayor was having lunch with President Obama at the Jolly Pumpkin. So that'll always be my favorite restaurant.
I think that's amazing. Wonderful story. I think it's amazing how you have a story to your favorite restaurant. So we're moving on with wisdom.
Yes, but yes, Senator Sabado, hey, we all enjoy food over here. And so we would love to know what was your favorite restaurant?
Oh my goodness, I have so many as the mayor is talking. What a fun story. You know, I should say in general, I've been very involved in supporting Eastern Market in Detroit and have loved to watch a lot of our entrepreneurs that started out just selling on the weekends at Eastern Market and then now have their own restaurants and have, you know, been able to expand and hire people and so on. I think the sweet potato sensations up in an Avenue of Fashion, good cakes and bakes. I love them. There's you can tell I like, and there's just so many downtown restaurants now. It's incredible. When things were really starting to move, and you know, the mayor's done such a phenomenal job, and everybody, the business community, philanthropy, everybody working together in terms of developing the downtown heart on the neighborhoods. But when things first started, I'd come home every weekend from DC and I would fly into Detroit and then want to go to the opening of a new restaurant. And so I would do that every week, but then so many were opening, I couldn't keep up, which is a great thing. There were just too many that were opening. And so I love to see, you know, all the different kinds of restaurants. And I have to say, back to Eastern Market, you know, I'm the lead Democrat on the Agriculture, Nutrition, and Forestry Committee. And I've been very involved in the development of our access to fresh foods and organics and urban farms, developed our whole effort on small farms. And by the way, in the whole country, Detroit has the leadership in urban agriculture. I found that out by going to other states and talking to them. And they said, why are you talking to us? The leaders are in Detroit. And I said, yes. So there's just wonderful, the food culture, the restaurants, the urban farms, Eastern Market, the other community markets, mean, all of these things, the whole food economy, it's about, we just got to make sure people have access to that food so that kids are getting healthy food and families are, and that we can create jobs from a great food economy.
Yes, yes, Senator Savero. I completely agree. Completely agree. Yes. Oh, have to grow our food economy. I love that. And then also, I want to add more about, I know you mentioned the food economy is definitely an issue within Detroit, but for you both, what do you feel is our number one issue in the city? Is it the food economy for you, Senator Savino, or you can always change the answer, but please let us know.
You know, for me, I guess it's broader than one issue. Yeah, food, certainly food, it's technology, it's access to education, making sure that everybody who's part of Life Leaders can get the education, the skill development that you want and need, whether that's traditional college and university, whether it's skill development in other ways. I mean, we need all kinds of skills. And for me, it's more than how do we the quality of life that we want, where you've got the opportunity, we all do, to dream big dreams and actually be able to succeed. And in the process of that, to know that you have a safe home and food on the table and, access to all the things that we all want. And if we have a vibrant city, if we have good paying jobs, if we have safe neighborhoods, if we have safe quality schools, good drinking water, clean air. I mean, all of those things, they all come together. And the other thing I would say is that, and that means we have to pay attention to government. You're talking about voting. You have wonderful business leaders in Detroit, but we have to have public leaders as well. Government is not a dirty word. It's what we do together. And it's those things that are important for all of us that need to be done together as a community. And if we want to have them done right, then we have to have the people we think share our values and have the best ideas, and that means voting. And I think it means voting today more than ever. It's easier to vote in folks that you think that you can trust and that you think have integrity and are smart and will do the right thing than it is to not vote and then spend the rest of the time complaining or trying to get folks, to do something after they've been voted in that maybe they disagree with. So voting it's our power, it's our voice, and government will affect you, whether it's city government or state government or federal government. Affects you, whether it's going to affect you either way. Question is, do you want to be involved in in creating the right direction and the right people to hopefully work hard and make the right decisions?
Definitely. You got to get out and vote, everybody. True, true, true. Make sure that whoever you're voting for is the best person that you feel like will make that direct change. What about you, Mayor Mike Duggan? And I think, yes, oh wait, go ahead. What do you believe is the number one issue going on in Detroit?
Well, I think the digital divide is a big issue. And you look at the young people in Detroit and the chance to really develop and compete. But when COVID first hit, the first schools that we saw close were in Birmingham and Grosse Pointe and Ann Arbor, because they were already on laptops and their teachers just switched right over and continued their curriculums from home. And in Detroit, we got a long way to go to make sure our young people have access to computers, have access to internet connection and have teachers who can teach. So I think your group's doing a great thing today. So as you can tell, I'm on the wrong side of the digital divide. I'm having trouble managing this this technology, and I think you're moving it forward. But we need to make sure that young people in Detroit have the same access to the internet that people in the wealthier communities have.
Definitely. No, I completely agree. Technology is the most valuable thing right now. Yes, we want to just thank you all. I think that's all the time that we have. We appreciate you so much for being here to talk with us.
Thank you for
And we
being
definitely have to
here,
check out. Yes.
taking your time out of your day and just come to talk to us. It means a lot to us and to our organization, Life Leaders. So thank you so much.
You two are
Definitely.
excellent
Thank you.
questioners. Thank you.
Yes, thank you
Please
so much.
enjoy the rest of your night.
Important. We're looking forward to you as our future leaders.
Thank you so much.
I mean,
Appreciate it. Thank you.
amazing. Yeah, I don't want to cut that off. I'm so sorry. Wow, what a fabulous conversations between two up and coming young leaders and two well-established leaders. Thank you so very much, Mayor Mike Dugan, and also Senator Stabenow. We are so lucky to have you. Thank you again. And thank you, Leslie, and thank you, Wisdom. I mean, wow, you two just interviewed some pretty important people in the world. Congrats. How amazing. All right. Well, we need to move on to some more fundraising. And this is where you really need to get involved, everyone. So again, texting leader, the word leader, to 707070. And then it'll take you to a link and you click on that and you pledge a donation. So please go ahead and do that. You can see we've got some funds going on up here. It's up in the top over there. You can kind of see the numbers we're at. We need you to start texting that number. Also, we are going to talk about our charity buzz. So we have got a couple of, we've got lots of amazing items there. So let's take a look at charity buzz, or as I call it, buzz, give for good. So at charity buzz, and you can scan the little QR code right down over there. At charity buzz, we have got a plethora of delightful options for you to bid on. I got like a top 3 that I'm going to talk about, but you can also see as we kind of scroll through, when we get that page up, there are tons of great options for you to choose from. There are premium seats to the opening night of Hamilton at the Fisher Theater in Detroit on March 30th, 2021. Come be in the room where it happens as Broadway returns to Detroit with 2 premium orchestra seats. That's right. Those are my buds. They made a little show called Hamilton, and you can get tickets to it. Oh, look at that. We can see it now. That's right. So go ahead onto charitybuzz.com and you will, or you can scan the QR code as well. You can start bidding on these things. Like 2 premium seats, the opening night of Hamilton. Are you kidding me? Bam, 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 bam. Okay, also, come and get pampered in the luxurious Shinola Hotel. The experience includes a 2-night stay in the Cass King room. And that room is the bomb. And also a dinner for 2 at the San Morello restaurant, breakfast for 2 with in-room dining available. That's another thing you can bid on at Charity Buzz. And then finally, you can also learn how to write, battle, and flow, and just open up your creativity with a scholarship to the Freestyle Love Supreme Academy. Yes, that's us. We started an academy. You can get 5 virtual scholarship slots because we're starting to do this all over the world now virtually. You'll learn with the award-winning Improv Academy that has taken America by storm and now the world. Freestyle Love Supreme is the improv, rap, and hip-hop group started by Hamilton and In the Heights creator Lin-Manuel Miranda, Thomas Kale, and myself. These spots will be offered until August of 2021, so almost a full year. and include full free coverage plus support of our virtual mic intensives. You can take up to 5 intensives. And also our week-long camps. Plus, you'll have an hour-long individual session with one of our founders and stars of Freestyle Love Supreme. Please add your amazing voice to this community. Your generous donations and these auction bids are supporting incredible work being done between youth and adults here in the city of Detroit. Any contribution you can make will make a difference in the lives of Detroit youth. From $1 to whatever you can give right now, your generosity is supporting student wages, supplies, Life's Opportunity Network of media content to connect Detroit youth with the city's opportunities in education, skilled workforce training, jobs, networking opportunities, and more. Also, field trips. Yes, Detroit is our classroom. Maybe they'll go to the Jolly Pumpkin and get some pizzas to learn about the conversation between Obama and also virtual learning essentials like Wi-Fi booster, laptops, Wi-Fi in the first place, PPE, personal protective equipment from when we're able to meet back in person, and student projects, including a youth workshop series connecting student leaders with their peers in school to help with mentorship, tutoring, and connection. Next, you're about to see some videos that our students and partners have created. Let's start with a music video made by student life leader and film director Tariq Topi and featuring rapper Curtis Bates and singer Elizabeth Okunawa. It's about Life's 2018 summer program, and we think it sounds pretty dope. Take a listen.
It was the summer of 2018. Came together a team of young kings and young queens, ready to get paid, focused and motivated. Took 2 weeks of training, making sure they know the basics. Every day we was working hard, no vacations. Got the tender grouped up in threes, now that's loaded bases. Bought the Grand Slam and Healthy Kids with summer jamming, and you wouldn't believe everything we had to manage. Outreach, fundraising, 3D sketch, and a business plan. Given 6 weeks, we could turn a boy into a businessman. Final presentation, we knocked it out the park. But little did we know the summertime would just start. Life leaders, the future of this generation. Responsibility, creativity, and innovation. We find our voices, we are young entrepreneurs. Coming from Detroit where the haters trying to stop your maneuvers.
They say it's no grind, it's better than no grind, no grind. Coming and clocking every day, on time, we on time. They say it's no grind, it's better than no grind, no grind. When the bright lights on, that mean it's showtime, it's go time.
Woo! Fire. So good. All right. We're going to watch another special video that was made a year later by Tariq featuring the Life Leaders Film Squad in the summer of 2019. And the voiceover talents of Terry Campbell. What's up, regional manager for Debbie Stabenow? Okay. And Life students produced this film where it premiered at our Detroit Youth Summit Conference 2019. Remember, Detroit's our classroom. So take a look at this video.
Detroit, a city founded in 1701. French for the straight, Detroit is a city to behold. The Motor City, the car capital of America. Founded by a man named Cadillac, menaced by one called Pontiac, and ultimately given its 20th century role by one named Ford. In 1960, the richest per capita city in America. Boulevard streets, skyscrapers, a cultural center born of the City Beautiful movement, a kaleidoscope of 2 million people. Detroit leads the nation in single-family houses, beautiful houses, thriving communities with names like Paradise Valley, Black Bottom, Griggsdale, and Green Acres. There's Delray, Springwells Village, the North End, and Morningside. Freeways come to help us move about, but caused some of us to disappear. Some took flight, some got fed up, stressed, and took to the streets. Some call it an uprising, some say a riot. 67 was certainly a flashpoint. We did it all to a soundtrack that played for the world. Marvin Gaye sang it. Hang-ups, letdowns, bad breaks, setbacks. Natural fact is, no honey, I can't pay my taxes. Oh, it makes me wanna holler, throw up both my hands. Yeah, it makes me wanna holler and throw up both my hands. Ow! But Detroit is a city of hustle, grit, hard work. We are warriors. Detroit's been through hard times. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Motown, Motor City, whatever you want to call it, we are Detroit and this is our time. We're on the move, got things to do, got people to see. We're more than just Midtown. We're the toughness of the bad boy Pistons. The lights are on, street lights, green lights. Houses are coming down, 80,000 of them. Neighborhoods are rising up. We are dreaming the dreams, hitting the books, learning the trades. The future is yours. All you have to do is envision it, build it, paint it, film it, play it, say it, sing it. Dance it, carve it, work it, write it, own it. Emerging music artists, filmmakers, painters, business leaders. The youth in Detroit are the future. So dream big. Spread those red wings and fly. This is our Detroit. This is our time.
Woo! Yes, please. Love it. All right, now here's a quick video shout out from our amazing partner, Civics Unplugged. It's a national virtual youth program bringing civically minded young people together to inform our democracy. Let's roll that video.
Hi, my name is Noor Mayan.
My name is Jonah.
My name is Chabu. And we are part of the Civics Unplugged community.
We're so honored to be able to take part in tonight's amazing Life Gala.
At Civics Unplugged, we run a fellowship for high school students who want to learn how to be leaders in the fight to save democracy.
When we launched just a year ago, people thought we were crazy. They laughed at the idea that high school students would be the solution to our failing democratic systems.
Most organizations we wanted to partner with believed that we would fail within our first year. But not Life. Life was one of Civics Unplugged's earliest supporters and partners, even when it seemed like nobody wanted to join us in our mission.
Life understands the immense power and potential that young people hold. For years, they've been providing Detroit high school students with opportunities and education they need to become leaders in their community. Civics Unplugged takes the same approach, but at a national level.
In just a year, Civics Unplugged has grown to gain national and international recognition for its work with young people. Our first fellowship class contained 10 members of Life's Detroit community. In our next class, we sincerely hope that number triples.
Those 10 students taught us that the young people of Detroit are some of the best and the most capable leaders in the country.
We have Life's back, we have Detroit's back, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. So from all of us at Civics Unplugged, thank you.
Oh, another banger. Okay, this is a final shout out to the Mosaic Youth Group in Vienna, Austria, our Zoom pals across a continent and ocean and a 6-hour time difference. Life students love learning from you all, and vice versa. We look forward to connecting again soon. Let's roll that video.
Hey, partners in Vienna, Austria.
And we just want to thank you so much for working with us. We have had a great experience with Life Leaders, interacting with them, learning about Black Lives Matter and their experiences, and we've learned so much from them. So we just want to thank you, and we hope that you enjoy your night. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ugh. What an awesome message from halfway across the world. Wow. All right. Well, we hope you all had a wonderful evening and enjoyed some of the conversation and some of the opportunities to pledge and to also go to Charity Buzz. We can't thank you all enough. A huge shout out again to our event sponsors, Strategic Staffing Solutions, Grow Detroit's Young Talent, GDYT, Deloitte Consulting, Mayor, Imagine Entertainment, Born and Raised Detroit, BARD, and also to the following for their generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, the auction items, just to remind you now that Charity Buzz, that site that we showed you at least 3 of the many different things that are there. There are things like a signed autographed baseball by Miguel Cabrera. That's right, Miggy. There's plenty of other things there. I'm sure there should be something from the Bad Boys Pistons on there too. Those will stay up and available until October 28th. So keep checking back and make your bids. Now, we're gonna wrap up the evening and do a little freestyling with the incredible talent that you saw earlier. I'm gonna welcome back to the screen Leslie and Wisdom, and I'm gonna invite you, the people who are watching, to go ahead and click into the chat field right now. So if you are available and you have this up on your laptop, go ahead and click over in the chat field and enter a word or two about this event or about Life Leaders or something that you think is important about helping the youth and the adults get together to tap into intergenerational wisdom. So please enter into the chat field right over there, anything that you think you want us to freestyle about. And we're gonna have Wisdom kick it off, and then Leslie's gonna grab some of those words and give them to me, and we'll see what happens. So go ahead, start putting in the words whenever you can, and we'll start seeing them. Hey, Wisdom, hey, Leslie, welcome back. Can I just say, come on, you are amazing, the two of you, so poised. And I know, Leslie, there was a moment at the beginning where you're like, did I say Stabenow right? And I did the same thing, right? It was like, oh no, I'm so nervous. And you recovered so beautifully. So awesome. Great job, you two. Okay.
Thank you.
So with that said, let's get a little bit of music. The powers that be, if you're able to hear us, go ahead and hit that beat. Ooh. And it looks like we're getting some of the words here popping up now. And Wisdom, do you want one of those words to start, or you just want to kick a flow?
Okay, we'll see what happens. You know, we'll see.
Okay,
I
go
can
for
try
it.
a little bit. All right. Hey, everybody, clap it up in your home, in the car, on the track, wherever you are. Yes, I'm so joyful and feel empowered, inspired. I know I'm not rhyming just yet. I'm just throwing out the words. My name is Liz, and that's the truth. If you didn't know, well, now you do. Now you do. Yes, we are Life Leaders, and that's the plan. I will keep you freestyle can. Yes, okay. You know what's great and inspiring? You know inspiring and great is if you make sure to always donate. Yes, if you text the number screen, you see what I mean? It's always great to go and donate. Yes, and it's amazing. I'ma pass it on to the crew, and we're gonna continue doing what we do. Catch up in his house. Hey.
All right, hey. Leslie, why don't you throw me some of the words that you see over there, and I'll do my best to freestyle them right now. Great job,
yes,
Leslie.
Let's do it. Okay, powerful, amazing leaders, life leaders.
Ooh,
Okay.
powerful, amazing life leaders. Okay. Wow. I'm just looking for how I can fill up the hourglass with some powerful past leaders of the life. Yes, I'm just looking for how we are well blessed. Looking for the 8 mile, 7 mile, 10 mile. All right, everybody. Meanwhile, we gonna just smile because Detroit is our classroom. Or maybe we could get into the Jolly Pumpkin. I want something that I could have just put my teeth into like a slice of pizza. All right, I'm going to eat ya, but this is so amazing to meet ya. It was a great evening. I hope that you heard a lot that you can change. And wow, did we hear a little bit about help from Debbie Stabenow? Or maybe we could get dug in with Mayor Doug in. Yes, begin to get more expansion of the jobs and the economic opportunities. All right, thank you very much, AW, for bringing in some Amazon jobs, JOBs. Anyway, Leslie, are there one more of these words?
The future, amazing.
Ooh.
Joy.
Yeah, check it.
Amazing.
Now, take out all of those sutures, because right now you looking at the future. You can see two of them right here, Leslie and Wisdom. Oh, have no fear. We in good hands, clearly, just because the neighborhood's gonna be taken care of. Yeah, we're gonna make sure that we have a share of at the table, empowering a pair of amazing leaders. Yes! Thank you, Wisdom. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, everyone, so very much for watching and being a part of this evening. Thank you for supporting Life Leaders. Please keep those pledges coming in. 707070, text LEADER. That's still happening. You can scan the QR code over there for the charity buzz. That's going all the way till October 28th. There are more chances for you to give. So please do. We could use all of the help that you are able to give. Have a great night, and thank you again, everyone. Mwah. Detroit, Life Leaders.